Listen, this story time is going to be straight to the point because I don't have anything else. The last thing that has bothered me about this situation, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but at this point, I just wanted to get on here because I feel like I'm living in a cage and I cannot express myself because I'm stuck in between being private and keeping my information offline and then sharing story times and letting the world know the bullshit that I be experiencing on a day-to-day basis because what the fuck? And I got the flu right now. I got the flu, so I don't feel that good. I've been down pretty much all week since my family had came to visit me. Maybe I should mic up. I'm mic'd up, and I was just telling my homegirl this story. She was like, laughed my ass off. What the fuck? You need to do a story time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done a story time on my YouTube channel, especially about the German, in a long time because I was like, it's my relationship. I want to keep people out my relationship, blah, blah, blah. This is where it starts. We're going to go back a couple months because this incident really happened and I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it to the internet because I was still dealing with him. And also I wasn't really sure how to tell the story because I was a bit at fault. I have to take accountability for being the one that was at fault in regards to what happened. Let me check the camera because I am using my back camera on my phone. Let me check the camera and make sure that everything is set up, or at least the sound, and I'm making sure I'm in the frame properly. And then I'll come back and tell y'all the rest of the story after this introduction. You don't see me on camera just yet, but here I am. I'm coming into the frame. All right. I know I told you I would do a Pretty Little Thing haul. I still haven't opened any of those damn clothes. And if you can see behind the camera, I have a whole lot of clothes on the sofa too. I just wanted to sit right here because it kind of looks better or whatever. And my roses are dying that he got, but whatever. You're like, Akila, what brings you on camera to tell us this story? I don't even know what I'm going to title it. And I'm not going to be disrespectful or demeaning towards him. I'm not going to because I did date him, so I'm not here to be disrespectful towards him. However, I am going to give you straight facts, and I just want y'all to think about it, or just what the fuck. A lot of shit just made me say what the fuck. Back at the end of February, we went to a place called Mila, the club. Y'all already know I go to Mila all the time. This is the last time I went to Mila. Apparently me and him I've gotten the story from his account. I gotten the story from, because he recorded this account. He recorded this incident happening, but we were out drinking at Mila and we had too much to drink. This night started differently. The night before we went to Mila, we had just went grocery shopping at Publix. We went grocery shopping at Publix for my house. We went grocery shopping for his house. We both got our groceries put in the house, and then we was like, we just went grocery shopping. We don't feel like grocery shopping. We don't feel like cooking dinner because I was going to cook. I don't feel like cooking dinner anymore. Let's go out to dinner. We go out to dinner at this Italian restaurant. We're having a very great time. We order a bottle of wine. We are just drinking, having a good time, eating. The restaurant was closing. We didn't want the night to end. That's how we ended up at Mila. We end up at Mila. We having a good time. It's good vibes or whatever. We told each other we were only going to have 1 to 2 drinks and leave. Well, this was like on a Thursday night. He had to get up and go to work the next day. It comes about around 1:30 in the club and he's ready to go. I wasn't ready to go. He tells me that he's going to leave. So he leaves the club, and as he leaves the club, and I'm just thinking, I was like, I'll get home by myself. No, this is at 1:30 in the morning. He decides to pop back up in the club. He pops back up in the club. I assume that he seen me talking to somebody else, and he indeed did see me talking to a billionaire. I'm not going to say the billionaire's name, but he see me talking to a billionaire. He got upset, and then somehow it just ended up being me and him, and we're dancing in Mila. We leave Mila. We're going outside the club. We're walking down the street, not even 1,000 feet away from Mila. We start arguing outside the club, and he says I put my hands on him first, but I beg to differ. He put his hands on me. He put his hands on me one time. He said that he was trying to put his hands on me to get my attention because I was going ballistic. But apparently I had to make him bleed on the side of his head. And like we both had put our hands on each other. And I couldn't think of the account. That's why it's important for you not to be drinking like that so goddamn much. That incident passes. And I know it sounds like I'm brushing past the incident, but I just want to get y'all caught up on the shit that be happening in the terms and conditions that be coming with you being with a man who got money. There are some men, I've dated men who got money who will give you money and you could go out and shop and do whatever you want whenever you want and just live your life. And then there are some men who will, their money comes with conditions. It's just, it is what it is. It comes with conditions. With this particular guy, he is a very generous man. He was super generous, but generous, it wasn't generous to the point where I felt like he started becoming obsessive and possessive and aggressive and wanted to be around me all the time. And I wasn't allowing that. I had healthy boundaries. I have boundaries. My boundary was don't be popping up at my house, because he had started popping up at my house all the time. And he would send me pictures of my outdoors telling me he's at my house. And people would be like, oh, he's so cute. He's always bringing you flowers. He's always bringing you gifts. He's always buying you this. He's always buying you that. No. Since February, since today, right now it's April, the end of April. Let me see. It's April 26th right now. And this happened at the end of February. So February, March, April. So this is like just less than like a little, because this happened February 28th. The incident where the DV happened. And I was just like, that had never happened in my life. Never in my life had somebody else ever in their life put their hands on me. He had put his hands on me, and I called. Yes, I did. I was like, "Did you call the police?" I called the police. Apparently, I called the police. The police showed up to my house. I have a police report. I filed everything that I was supposed to do, and apparently, he called the police as well on me. But the police never showed up for him because he tried to say that I was the aggressor, when indeed I know I wasn't the aggressor. His problem is he's so controlling, and he seen me talking to somebody else and he didn't know how to control his emotions, and he reacted. I have so many text messages and so many things of him, just like cases of him popping up at my house. And then you're like, well, Akila, I really don't feel bad for you because you accepted the money, you accepted the gifts, you accepted this, you accepted that. I understand that. That's the point that I'm making. This shit comes with terms and conditions. I understand exactly the fire that I went up under to receive the things that I have. So what's making me make this video today is that incident happened, and then what has started happening, like since the very first day I met him, I told him, I said, I have an account. I have something that I can say every single month or every couple weeks. You have an issue with me. It's like he's 64 years old. I'm 32 years old. He's insecure and he's very controlling, to the point where he felt like because he was paying my bills or putting things in my house or doing this or doing that he could tell me what to do or try to control me. And it just wasn't happening because I already had this foundation before he came into the picture. I could see if I was and it's another thing I told y'all about how he was trying to get me to move in with him early. He was trying to I mean, you love bomb me. I'm gonna go for the love bombing because I love the gifts. You can love bomb me all you want, but that I mean you've got to get everything that I could tell when someone is love bombing me, and I knew that's what he was doing, and I motherfucking went for it. I was like, okay, love bomb me, but I see what you're doing. It's not like I haven't been through this before. Excuse me, y'all, I have the flu. It's not like I haven't been through this before or whatever, but what I do know is you're not about to get me to move in with you. I'm not about to be solely dependent on you for all my needs and wants and desires. I'm not about to why would I cut off everybody else all my other niggas for you? Like there are some things you have to play the game just like they're playing the game. So he tries to play me. So let's catch y'all up to my family. And there are some gaps you can have if you have questions about anything that I'm saying, because I'm trying to go off the top of my head right now. I'm trying to catch y'all up to the story that just happened this past, like last weekend. So the DV happened. Him popping up at my house happened. Every time he has popped up at my house and tried to come to my house without permission or just pop up at my door, I do not answer the door. I do not answer the phone. I do not care. I did not tell you could come over here. I don't care if you outside knocking on my door. I could see his ass knocking on my door and I still wouldn't open it. So when this last incident happened, okay, I've been, y'all don't know this, but like while I've been offline, like I said, I've been making up with building relationships that really matter, like my relationships with my siblings. Those really matters to me, and having conversations that are kind of necessarily they're uncomfortable but needs to be had. So I seen my family this past weekend. I seen my mom and two of my sisters, and they came down here with like 30 other people from Georgia. They was here celebrating a birthday or whatever, and they were here last Friday. They were here Saturday. Saturday they had a boat day. Excuse me, if you follow me on Instagram at Akila Galore, then you will see that I spent the day on the boat with my family. So I was on the boat with my family on Saturday. Sunday came. Sunday was the day for us to kind of just like hang out. I was already, mind you, the whole weekend, there was just like, hold on, pause. Before that happened, pause on that story. I know this is gonna be a little TMI, but y'all think that all these women out here are giving SCX for gifts and shit that you getting from men, when in fact a lot of us are not even FUCKING in these men. So for the past 60 days, or for the past, actually, to be more specific, the German's birthday was March 12th. That I was like, you know what? I hadn't gave him no PUSSY before a month before his birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him some PUSSY because one, and then he be giving me the ick, so I don't be giving him no PUSSY. So this motherfucker had a nerve to. One day we was in Zara, and he was like, "Yeah, the only reason I be buying all this stuff in here is so I could get some more PUSSY." And I laughed, and I was like, "This shit is comical." But I wish I could have recorded him saying that, because if PUSSY wasn't attached to women, men wouldn't be trying to please us. They wouldn't give no ifs. So that happened, and I pulled back for him, and I had started opening my doors back up. Like, I never cut all my old dudes off. Even when I first started talking to the German, I never cut all my old dudes off, because I always felt like something was sus with the German. I always felt like something's off. But let me let this play out. Like, he a trick, let me trick him. So as I'm sitting there and peeping game, like something has always told me like something's off. You're like, you need to peep game, you need to pay attention, and y'all gonna know what I mean in a second. You know how somebody's smiling in your face, but you looking them in their eyes, and it's just like their eyes are telling a different story. That's what his eyes will be doing to me all the time. It's like he's looking at me, he will be observing me. He started trying to talk talking like me, listening to my music, trying to do the same things I do, everything I buy, any type of snacks, like just following my every single move. Not in a way that's like cutesy, demure, like, ooh, my man like everything I like. But no, in a way it's like, I have no identity. This bitch got swag. Let me take it type shit. So I'm peeping game, and I started holding back on information and like the way I do things, and just I started being more guarded towards him. And he would say that all the time. He's like, you're super guarded towards me. You're super guarded towards me. I was like, if I'm super guarded towards you and I'm mean towards you, because he would say I'm mean. If I'm all these things towards you, then why do you want to fuck with me? And he would be like, I love the challenge that you give. He would always say, I love the challenge that you. No, bitch, I'm not. This is not a challenge. This is like me being the real me. You think you could play with me, but you can't. So last week, I know this is me coming back. Like, this is really like a word vomit story time with multiple stories in one story. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down and you got questions or follow-up questions later, and I need to make follow-up videos, that's exactly what I would do. So this motherfucker is last week. Okay? Mind you, I never could cut the CEO off. I never could. Me and the CEO never stopped fucking with each other. Me and the CEO, the black CEO, the German is a VP, not the CEO. The black guy is the CEO, and I know he was envious of the CEO, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. So last week, because he asked me, like, he used to be trying to act like I don't know why this man thought I was fucking with peons. He just felt like he was the God's gift from glory. Like, he just felt like he used to be sick. Okay, let me not cut off. I digress. Okay, so last week, check this out. Last week, we chilling or whatever, and last Saturday, as a matter of fact, it was last Saturday, we had went, no, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before was it, I think it was last Saturday, whatever. Last Saturday, we go to one hotel to the beach. We chilling, vibing, having a good time or whatever. This is probably 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this is 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago because last weekend I was with my family. So this is like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So we vibing, we chilling. I go to one hotel with the German and his other friend, and his friend bought a girl too. So it's a double date type shit. With the hotel, at one hotel all day, we vibing. We go to one hotel rooftop, we vibing, we having a good time. Had a good time with him that day. Boom, nice day. The next day is Sunday, and the German wants to hang out with me again, but I don't want to hang out with the German again because I'm just like, this nigga want to see me every single day of the week, and he be wanting to spend all weekend with me. It's like it's suffocating. Our relationship has become suffocating to me because he doesn't give me no space and he doesn't respect my boundaries. And then when I do enforce my boundary, he cries and try to play victim as if I'm just trying to shut him out my life. And it's just like, Negro, please. He's a Pisces and he is super, super clingy and obsessive. And I'm an Aries and I need my fucking space. So we're at one hotel. The next at the one hotel is Sunday. And guess who hits me up? The CEO hits me up and the CEO is like, what you up to? And I'm like, I'm chilling. What you doing? Mind you, I was supposed to go hang out with the German for the day. I had told him I was going to hang out with him, but I told him I would let him know. And he be acting like, because he be acting like I ain't got shit else to do but hang out with him all day, every day. When in fact, I got plenty to do. I always got shit to do. I don't give a damn if I'm not traditionally working for an office job right now. I have shit to do. My schedule is always busy. I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Mind my business is what I got the fuck to do. Not be up under your ass all day. I got shit to do. So he's waiting. The German text. I wake up Sunday after one hotel on Saturday. I wake up Sunday to like 5 text messages from the German, pictures. He sent me a picture of his back door saying, "You're welcome." And I was like, I called him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, oh, mind you, he sent this picture at like 9-10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't call him until like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. And he's like, oh, I've been sitting here waiting for you and my back door open all morning, just waiting for you to come by. And you've just had me waiting all morning. And I was like, I just woke up. I'll call you back. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I'll let you know if I'm going to come by, if I'm in the mood or whatever. And he's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. The CEO calls me and I FaceTime the CEO back. The CEO was like, what you doing? I'm like, shit, I'm chilling. And the CEO was like, you want to hang out? And I was like, yup. I was like, we can hang out for like a couple hours because he said he was going to go have dinner with one of his old friends that he's known for like 50 years or whatever. Like he's going to have dinner with one of his old friends because they came down here from up north to Miami to come, visit or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Me and I get dressed. And instead of going to hang out with the German, I go hang out with the CEO because I'm like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm finna go hang out with who I want to hang out with. Bet. Okay. So I get dressed and I go to the CEO's house and I'm looking cute. I'm looking super cute, super duper cute. And I'm at the CEO's house and we're hanging out for a couple hours and we vibing. One thing about being a CEO is we vibe so comfortably. It's a trap for both of us to even be around each other because we get so caught up in each other that we don't want to deal with nobody else, but it's too comfortable. It's just, how those relationships where you're just a little too comfortable with each other? That's him and I. We too comfortable with each other. Okay? I need to hit my blunt because this shit had me so goddamn pissed. I didn't even know if I wanted to record this story, but now that I'm recording this story and getting all this shit out, the fire in my body it's lit. And it's like, yeah, I should be telling this story. And I'm not editing. It's going to be little to minimum to no edits. This is just the way the vlog is coming out. Like I'm on FaceTime with you, girl. I just called you. I called you to tell you all the motherfucking tea that just happened. So I'm at the CEO's house, mind you, 2 weeks ago, last Sunday, I'm at the CEO's house and we just planned on hanging out for a couple hours. I was like, I'm gonna hang out with the CEO for a couple hours and then I'll go hang out with the German later if I want to. So I'm hanging out with the CEO, we vibing or whatever. The German is steady texting me, what's your ETA? When are you coming? Are you still coming? Are you still coming? Mind you, I told him I'll let him know. I never solidified that I was coming. I was like, I'll let you know. I'm busy. Then I came up with a lie. Yes, I lied. I told him, I said, oh, my homegirl mom died. I gotta go. I can't, she just came over here to my house for a couple hours, so I'll talk to you later. So that's how I ended up getting away from him initially. I was like, I'm with somebody else right now. So told him it was my homegirl, but it wasn't my homegirl. So I need to see if this video still recording, because I would be so motherfucking mad if this video stopped recording. Okay. It's still recording, and even that long. We on 1947. Okay, boom. I'm making little to no edits to this video. So the goddamn dude, go back to what I was saying. So okay, back to what I was saying. I'm at the CEO's house. I said I hang out with I told the German I was hanging out with my homegirl, and her mom died, so I needed to, her mom is really dead, God, so I didn't say anything wrong, but she didn't die at the time. I said she died. She had been died before that, but I just used it as an excuse or whatever. So I was just like, okay, cool. Her mom died, and I'm going to go hang out with her instead. But I was really with the CEO. So I was like, okay, cool. And I'm single. And I didn't really have to lie, but I couldn't get away from him any other way. Like, what the fuck? So we hang out. Me and the CEO hanging out. And then his dinner reservation is coming up. Mind you, I went to his house probably like 3 p.m. And his dinner reservation is like he kept telling me, he kept pushing it back. It was like at 6 at first, and then it was at 7, and then it was at 8. So every time he would push the time back with me, I had to push the time back with the German. And I would just enjoy my time with the CEO anyway. And I was just like, okay, it is what it is. So I go to we get ready to leave. Me and the CEO leaving his house because he got dinner reservations. We on my way to my house, and I asked him where's he having dinner at or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, I'm meeting my homeboy. It's just, he said something to the effect of, I was like, no, pause. I was telling him, I was like, oh yeah, go enjoy your dinner. I'm probably about to go out to dinner with the German. I was like, this is me talking to the CEO. I'm telling him I'm probably going to go out to dinner with the German, and the German, I'm not sure what we're going to eat. And I'm asking the CEO, what should me and the German have for dinner? Like, wherever you tell me to go for dinner with him, he'll take me. It doesn't matter. The price doesn't matter. We're going to go. So the CEO says, I don't know. Why don't you just come to dinner with me and my homie? And I said, oh my God. I said, what? He was like, yeah, it's just such and such. I've known him for 50 years. You can meet him. Mind you, he's so private. I've met like a few of his friends. Mind you, me and the CEO has known each other for almost 2 years now. We moved to Miami the same month, and we met around the same time that we've been living here. So we've been here around the same amount of time. And I met a few of his friends over the course of the 2 years of me being here. So, but I've never met this friend. So I go to I was like, where are y'all having dinner at? And we're having dinner at Mr. Childs. And I said, Mr. Childs? He was like, yeah, we're having dinner at Mr. Childs. I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I'm already looking the fuck good, because I always look good, but I'm looking the fuck good. And I walk into the restaurant. We park valet. Mind you, the CEO is driving a Maserati. And I pull up to valet, and I get out with the CEO, and I go into the restaurant with the CEO, and I meet his friend, and his friend is there, and we all sit down to have dinner, and we all having a good time, and we drinking, and we doing this, and we doing that, and I'm cackling, and it's just me by myself at dinner with 2 men. So me and 2 men having a great dinner at Mr. Childs. So I'm having a good time. German who? German not motherfucking now. So I'm minding my business and just chilling. So, okay, cool. I mean, I knew I would be in the fire later, because guess the fuck what? After dinner is over, I'm telling the CEO, like, I want to go, take me home. I'm 7 minutes. I live 7 minutes close to Mr. Childs. Like, you can take me home. The CEO says, why don't you just come back to my house? What? He's like, why don't you? I said, what? He's like, why don't you just come back to my house? I'm like, what you mean come back to your house? Like, you already know the German waiting on me. You already told me you got some people coming to your house tonight because, like, they went on a cruise, and, like, he's a great host. People are always coming here to visit him. His family's always coming to visit him. Like, you already told me you had plans. I already told you I had plans. Like, what are you doing? He's like, nah, just come back to my house. Just come back to my house. And I'm like, oh shit, I cannot resist the CEO. Of course I'm going to the CEO's house. He's a fucking CEO. Like, what the fuck? Yes, I'm going to his house. Duh. You're the VP. He's the CEO. Like, what? I go back to the CEO's house and I stay the night at the CEO's house. Baby, I fucked up. When I tell you I fucked up, but it was the best fuck up ever. It was the best fuck up ever. So the next day, I get home, I'm minding my business. I think eventually time passes by. I don't know what I explained to the German or whatever. Time passes by. Now that's 2 weeks ago. Now we're back up to this past weekend that just passed. Like the past weekend that just passed, which is not this weekend that's happening right now because today is Saturday, but last Saturday. Okay, follow me. So last Saturday, my family comes in town, and then Sunday came, and I was gonna invite the German on the boat with my family, but the boat was supposed to be on Saturday, but hold on, because I'm not editing this vlog, and I need something to drink right quick, because y'all bear with me. I need some water. My throat dry as hell, so just give me a few seconds. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for waiting. You're such lovely. You're so patient. I appreciate you so much. All right, now let's get back to the story. So now last Friday, I go see my mama and them tell me that they coming down here. They was coming out here to join. They were with a party of like 30 to 40 people. They got an Airbnb in Miami, and I needed to come by. At first, I was going to be funny acting, and I was like, you know what? I ain't going over there. I ain't going to see them. But I was like, you know what? Ain't no need to be a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch. I'm going to go see my family, because when I put in the GPS system, it said it was 27 minutes close to me. And if you're 27 minutes close to me and I could go see you, but I don't, that would, to me, would be just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why have that type of animosity? That it takes more energy for you to be angry towards someone than to let out love. So I was like, love is the highest vibration. Fuck all that other shit. I'm going to go see my family. I go see my family. I'm talking to them. I'm like, yeah, mind you, two of my sisters already know about the German and all the shenanigans that we've been through. All the shit I just told y'all, they've been new. They already know the shit I'm about to tell you too. So I'm talking to my sisters about everything, because like, I be telling my sisters the tea. So, because I know I'm in Miami by myself, and y'all be like, Akila, and I used to get on YouTube and vent to y'all and tell y'all a whole lot of TMI. This right here is just straight facts. Like, this is a story time, straight facts. I don't care. I know he gonna watch it. I know other people gonna watch it. I don't give a damn. At this point, like, Negro, fuck you. My sister told me what you said behind my back. So, because he said something behind my back, and I'm about to tell y'all, he didn't think nobody heard it, but my sister heard his ass. So, last Friday, I was telling my mom or whatever, I was like, yeah, I might bring the German on the boat on Saturday, which was the following day. I was like, I might bring the German on the boat. And my mom was like, do you see yourself marrying him or something? And I was like, no. She was like, why you say that? Because she was like, why you want me to meet him? You must see yourself marrying him or something. Because my mom have always been like that. Like, we don't really introduce guys to our mom unless we been in a relationship with them for years, or they like gonna be our husband or something. So, but me, I be a lover girl. I let all my men meet the mom sometimes. I used to make them feel like they all special, because baby, you know. So Saturday came, and I ended up showing up to the boat by myself, because I thought about what my mom said, and I was like, you know what, Mom? Actually, I don't see myself marrying him. And I had told him he was going to go on the boat with me at first, but then I changed my mind and told him I changed my mind because too much shit has been going on, and we're not on good terms. And even at the time of my family being here this last weekend, we weren't on good terms, because he just keep causing problems, and like, he just starts shit. He just starts arguments, starts problems for no reason. But I ended up finding out why. Oh, before I even tell y'all about the motherfucking boat trip, pause on Saturday. Pause at the point where I told y'all he didn't come on the boat with me. A couple weeks prior to this whole boat incident, even prior to Mr. Childs, I was at his house, and I was on the phone with my mentor. And as I'm on the phone with my mentor on, like, I think it was like Saturday or Sunday, I'm on the phone with my mentor talking to her on the phone. And I'm like, hey, yeah, girl, I used to do yoga. I was doing yoga like every day, every single day of the week. Then I dropped down to 5 days a week. Then I dropped down to a couple days a week for yoga. And now I'm barely doing yoga. And he's in the background like, you suck. That's why. Yes, he actually said that shit. He was like, you suck. While I'm on the phone with my mentor. And I turned that, I was turning around so goddamn fast. I said, who are you talking to? And he was like, I'm talking to you. I was like, stay out my motherfucking conversation. That's your problem right now. This conversation ain't got shit to do with you. I said, how about the fact that your ass just got in the gym? You done had your gym membership for over a year, and I'm the one who motivated you to go to the gym. Your lazy ass. You ain't been in the gym up until now with your little flat pancake booty ass having. So he up here like, whoa, I was just joking. I said, don't be goddamn butting in on my conversations. I'm not talking to you. Saying you suck, I don't think it's funny. I didn't find it to be in a jest manner. Stay out my motherfucking conversation and mind your motherfucking business. Yes, that's how I said it. He's like, whoa, you don't have to be so aggressive. Oh, no, you shouldn't have been in my conversation. So after that, I got the phone with my mentor. I go back upstairs. I had walked out of his house and walked downstairs to finish talking to my mentor. I get off the phone with her, come back upstairs. We listening to music in his house. He hands me his phone to change the music. I go to change the music. I'm looking at the Apple Music on his phone. Something says, look at all the other apps. All I see is the app for this thing right here, which is, what's this called? A Whoop. And the Apple Music app was on. Let me check and see if my camera's still rolling. Okay, it's still rolling. All right, so the only apps on his phone open are the Whoop app and the Apple Music app. Except it said go to the messages. Bitch, I gotta climb over the sofa. Bitch, tell me why I open up the goddamn messages on the app and he up here texting a whole nother bitch. And then I see him texting a whole nother bitch. And I'm scrolling the messages. I start scrolling the message. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm oh, so this what we doing now? We got friends? He was like, yeah, she's a good friend that I met on March 14th. That's what he told me. He met her on March 14th. I said, that's bullshit, because on March 14th, you took me to get my hair done. March 12th was your birthday. This is all the dates he kept telling me. I was like, nope, that's bullshit. I got receipts for that day. I can look at my calendar and see what we did on this day. This is why I write everything down on my calendar. I always got notes. I always got shit on what I've been doing. So I'm like, you lying. So I was like, oh, this is what we doing right now. We got friends. Let's have friends. And that's when I got my revenge with Mr. Charles. So don't think I just did it just to do it. No, this motherfucker tried to play me in my motherfucking face, and he thought he was going to get away with it, and he didn't think I was going to find out. I found out. Okay? Now fast forward back to last Saturday. Because I found out about the little black girl, the black lady he was talking to. He was talking to her about me, about spirituality, and how he could understand me, and blah, blah, blah. That shit was nowhere near in them text messages. I said, you are so full of shit. But you know what? Bet. And I went and got the CEO back. So he was like, okay, now we fast forward to the boat. I didn't bring him on a boat, so that was on Saturday. Sunday comes. Sunday, me and the German goes out to this French restaurant for brunch. If you follow me on Instagram at Aquila Galore, you already know. So we all having a good time or whatever at the French restaurant vibing. It's like 3 p.m. My sister called and she's like, hey Britt, we was finna come down to Ocean Drive. We finna come down to South Beach or whatever. I was like, yeah. Y'all come on down here. I'm down here or whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's cool. Tell me why my sister and them never shows up. Me and the German guy at the French restaurant for like 2 hours. We end up leaving the French restaurant like 5 or 6. I go to, I tell my sisters, you know what, bet it's their last day in Miami. I'm just going to pull up on y'all. The German's with me. Y'all can meet them. It's whatever. So we pull up, and it's, mind you, it's all black people. It's like 30-something black people. One white girl with them, but then I'm bringing the German, and we vibing or whatever. So we go to the Airbnb. We take the Uber from the French restaurant to his house because they had a pool at the Airbnb. So we stopped by his house to get like swimwear and towels and stuff, just in case we get in the pool, change of clothes, alcohol, bought all the stuff we needed for the pool and the Airbnb. Then he gets his stuff, and then the Uber driver stops by my house, and I grab my stuff. So I'm grabbing my stuff. Tell me, y'all, why I left my phone in the Uber. I left my phone in the Uber to run inside so I could grab a few things so we could go to the Airbnb. As I'm walking from the Uber to my home to get my belongings, all of a sudden I hear tapping. I got my AirPod in my ear. I had my AirPod in my ear, but I left my phone in the car. I hear tapping on my phone. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I paused mid-walk. My neighbor is standing outside, so she's talking to me. And she's like, Akila, what's wrong? I said, girl, I hear something tapping in my ear. And she's like, what's that? And I said, shh. This motherfucker, and then I turn around and I go back to the car. All of a sudden, the tapping stopped. This motherfucker watching the door and see me turn around and come see his ass trying to get inside my phone. He was trying to get inside my phone, y'all, trying to unlock my phone. And then on top of that, this motherfucker had a nerve. After he couldn't get in my phone, I go back to the car. I'm like, what you doing? Why you trying to get in my phone? He was like, oh, I was just trying to connect the music to the Uber. I said, that's bullshit. My phone is not connected to the Uber. And I don't have that CarPlay for the messages. I don't got that shit on my phone either. Turn that shit off y'all phone. So you ain't going through my phone while my phone connected to no goddamn car. Who? Not me. And I showed my mama and my mama friends how to do that shit too, because people they'll slip on your pimping. I slip okay. So fast forward. He trying to get in my phone. He couldn't get in my phone. And then I was like, stop lying. You was not trying to connect no Apple Music to no goddamn car. You was trying to go through my phone. He was like, okay, I was curious. I was like, why are you trying to go through my phone? And then he had nothing to say because he got caught. So he would literally just like turn red and he had nothing to say. So I'm like, okay, bet. Fucking fool. We get in, I go back, I come back inside the house, get all my stuff, but this time I snatch my phone, give my motherfucking phone with your nosy ass. So I come back in the house and I get all my stuff. We go back out, we go to the Airbnb. We get at the Airbnb, we having a good time. Everybody's introducing each other to each other. We having a good time. My daughter calls from Africa. I'm on the phone. Everybody's around me. It's like, hey, and talking to my daughter. Hey, boo, talking to my baby. And I'm like, okay, cool. Tell me why the conversation ended with me and my daughter getting off the phone. And I'm like, yeah, I don't speak French. Everybody knows I don't speak French. Tell me why this motherfucker, the German, says again, out loud, this time in front of my entire family, ha, that's because you suck. Y'all, I looked up from that phone so slow. I said, what you say? I said, I told you to stop saying that shit. I don't find it to be funny at all. My mom has grabbed me. She's like, Brittany, don't talk to him like that. Don't talk to him like that. I snatched my hand back from my mom, and I continue talking to my daughter. I get off the phone with my daughter. I go find my mother. At first, I was livid because I'm like, first of all, Mom, I already caught her pitching to him about money and shit. She didn't ask him for no money per se, but she was mentioning numbers like, yeah, I only need this, I only need that. And I ain't like that shit because my mom don't know, but I know that she has asked my men that I used to fuck with behind my back for money, and I can't stand that shit. And I seen her doing a similar thing, but indirectly. And I didn't appreciate that shit. So I was livid. So I was like, I'm pissed off and I could leave, but you know what? Let me wait. Let me calm down. I went outside. I smoked my blunt. I said, my sisters don't deserve this. I already know how me and my mom can be. My sisters don't deserve this. Let me get my attitude together. Let me get my shit together. I'm not gonna allow the enemy to win. So I get my shit together. I go outside. I smoke for a little while. Go by myself. Find a quiet space. Do some zen. Do some meditation right quick. Some deep breaths. Because, bitch, I was pissed. I go find my mom. And I check my mom in front of everybody. And I said, Mom, do not ever in your life tell me about somebody that you just met and you don't know about. You don't know him like I know him. You don't know the shit that I've been through with him. You don't know anything about him. My sisters know what I've been going through. My sister know that he said that shit before, and I've had to cuss him out before because he said it when I was on the phone with my mentor, and I didn't appreciate him saying it then, and I don't appreciate him saying it now. And for you to try to check me in front of him, that is not okay. And she's like, all right, whatever. I just won't say nothing then. And I'm like, you heard what I said, right? Okay. And I walked away. Go find him. And I checked his ass. And I cussed his ass out. And I let him know I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was cute. Don't be saying that shit in front of my family. It's nothing about it. It's funny. Saying you suck to somebody. You fucking suck. You want me to suck your dick and I haven't done your dick in 2 months. That's why you really mad. Tell him why you really mad. So, I checked him. Now I'm cool now. I done got the shit off my chest. I ain't got it on my chest no more. Like, don't let it happen again from either one of y'all. I don't appreciate it. We cool. Tell me, we get ready to go to the club. We all get ready to go out to the club. They want to go to the strip club. We go to the Tootsie's. We go to the club or whatever. We get to Tootsie's, the section. The German wants to show off, so the German ends up paying for the section. He wants to, but they made me pay $100 to get on a boat. When it was time to get on that boat, I had to pay $100 to get on that boat. So even though the German paid for the section, I made all their ass come up off their money and hand me all the cash. Thank you, and thank you very much. And it went in my purse. Thank you. Thanks. And I gave the German back $1,000. I shouldn't even gave him back $1,000, but he was begging for his money back because that motherfucker was flexing. Hate when a nigga flex, talking about something. Oh, I spent this amount of money, but I really need the money back from my account. Well, why would you volunteer to spend your fucking money? Flexing. No. Some of that money went in my pocket too. Thanks. Love you. I really don't, but thank you. So we get at the club. We get to the club. We having a good time. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all tell me why. The German, after a while, the German comes up to me and shows me a picture of me, the CEO, and the CEO's friend, and Mr. Childs. And he comes and he's like, who is this? I see you at the restaurant with this person. You was at Mr. Childs with such and such. You was at Mr. Childs with such and such. Who is this? Who is this? And I was acting like I didn't know who that was. And I was like, that ain't me. I don't know who that is. That is not me. But eventually I came forward to tell the truth. Like, yeah, that's me. And what? You were talking to a whole nother woman. He says, and you go back to your ex. You went back to the CEO. I'm like, he's a CEO. He's not some motherfucking. What you thought he was a peon? And if you had a private investigation, because the German, he drives a Porsche. He makes about $500,000 a year, and he is, you know, he got a decent apartment. Y'all see his apartment. His apartment is a little bigger than mine, but it ain't nothing prestigious like more than my place. Y'all know where the CEO live at. The CEO is on the 36th floor. He got a Maserati, and I found out this motherfucker got a Bentley too. I found out, so the CEO is far more private. Like women tell y'all on the internet, wealthy men are very private, and they don't let you know all that they have. But I found out after 2 years of dating the CEO, this motherfucker got a Bentley. So yeah, like you don't know everything about wealthy people. They'll show it in subtle ways, like the way they live, the way they dress, the foods that they eat, the places that they shop at. Like it shows over the course of time. So the German came up to me with a picture of me and the CEO together, and he's like, who is this? Who is this? You was with him, blah, blah, blah. You was with him. Who is this? And I'm just like, how in the fuck did he find that out? And then he lied to me, told me he didn't have an Instagram. I found out he was looking at my Instagram stories, because I did post when I went to Mr. Childs. I did post, and this motherfucker was looking at my story. He either found out from looking at my story on Instagram, or he hired a private investigator to follow me around. And I don't give a fuck, because you tried to play me. Tell me why we in Tootsie's. After he showed me the picture, he says to me, I thought I was playing on you. These are his words to me. The German said these words to me, y'all. I can't believe this shit left his mouth. He said, I thought I was playing you, but you're the better player. He really said that shit, y'all. He was like, I thought I was playing you, but you the better player. I said, why would you think you playing me? Why would you think you playing me? I can't believe you thought you was playing me. That shit happened. And even after all that, we were still fucking with each other. And that just happened like last Saturday. And today is Saturday, so it's like been a week. I just got my hair done. I got my hair done, y'all, yesterday, Friday. I made a TikTok about how I didn't like my hair, so I had to order some more bundles. My other bundles come tomorrow because I don't like the density of my hair, so I need to edit that. And I might make a vlog and go live on tomorrow on YouTube. And I may go live soon and then just show y'all how I edit my wig to make it fuller. But yes, that shit happened. And he showed me the picture, me out with the CEO. I didn't care, because if he was watching the CEO, then he know the CEO is a motherfucking boss, just like he said, and he a black man. Clock that T. I know that pissed him off, because he always be like, oh, he said the reason why he bought me his jewelry and the reason why he bought me certain things is because he's egoistic. And when I looked up egoistic, not egotistical, which is usually the referred name of it, that's not what he's meaning. Egoist. An egoist is a person who is self-centered, who only looks out for themselves. They will only do things within one's own best interest. They will only help you if it's beneficial to them. If it's not beneficial to them, they're not going to help you. That's one of the ways I've had to finesse and make him believe that everything that he's done for me or given me has been beneficial for him, is because he's so egoistical that if it doesn't benefit him in any type of way, he wasn't willing to do it for me. If unlike the CEO, when me and the CEO first broke off our relationship, when it was ending, the CEO was still willing to pay my bills for 4 months after we stopped talking, because he wanted to see me do well even without him. Versus the German will pay for everything while you're with him and make you look good while you're with him, because it makes him look good too. But now that it's outside of his parameters, in regards to, like I say, the German felt like he was doing things because it was going to get him sex, when really he was being a emotionally manipulative liar who I seen pass with a clear eye view and used as much as he was using me. So we both benefited from the situation, but at the same time, I also understood the degree in which he was trying to dig for me to fall into a trap, which I never fell for, because I already seen where he was coming from, because I'm not a desperate bitch. And I already had my own shit. And I will continue to have my own shit. And I continue to have my own shit. And I got my own shit. And I will keep my own shit and maintain my standard of living the way it is, or better, now that this person is pretty much out the picture. Because let me tell you exactly what has made me cut him off. Last night, I was on the phone with my sister that was at the strip club with us. And she tells me, y'all, I can't believe this shit. Let me see if this video is still recording. This is a hell of a story time, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. But this is what made me cut his motherfucking ass off. I literally just blocked him last night. They're like, oh, you haven't blocked him that long. Y'all might talk again. Maybe, but after he watched his YouTube video, and I know he will watch his YouTube video, he might not want to talk to me no more. I don't know, and I honestly quite don't give a fuck. It is what it is. At this point, he was paying all my bills, and he wasn't the only one who was contributing, but he was contributing a large chunk of it. But I'm burning this bridge so far to the ground, to the point where it's like, man, nigga, fuck you. I'll figure it out. I had life before you. I have life after you. I had money before you. I have money after you. I've met people before you. I meet people after you. You are now a stranger in my life once again, and it's okay if you're not here. I'm not desperate, nor do I have a lack mentality or mentality like you're the only man in the world. You're not the only provider man. There are so many men who have money that are willing to provide for women with or without giving them pussy. Facts. Granted, they gonna want that shit from you. You can't just be out here naively thinking you can get what you want from a man and you ain't giving up no cat. But I haven't given this man no cat over a month, which is why he started talking to other women and he got upset and then tried to play me. First of all, my sister at the club that night seen him. Two things happened. One of my sisters, it happened on two different occasions. One of my sisters, my baby sister, said she was walking behind him and she heard him say, "You fucking bitch." And my sister said to him, like, what? Who are you talking to? And then he tried to act all innocent, because he has two faces. In front of my family, he would be showing the sweet, innocent. They're like, oh, he's such an amazing guy. But I know the real him. In front of when my sisters asked him who he was talking about, he was like, oh no, your sister is being mean to me. Your sister is being mean to me. That's what my sister said. He turned around and said to her, his whole energy changed and he switched up because he thought he was by himself, but she was behind him. And I was like, see, that's the shit I'm talking about, for one. And then for two, this thing. My sister said the waitress is walking by with a plate of food for a table, and he snatches a chicken wing off the plate and eats it. He literally snatched a chicken wing off of somebody else's plate and eats it. And then he gets into it with the security guard and the waitress, and they tell him, like, why would you do that? He's like, so? Like, who cares? He didn't give a fuck that he snatched a chicken wing off somebody else's plate and started eating it. And when my sister's telling me this, where the fuck was I? I did not see this happen in the club. I am so embarrassed. I have secondhand embarrassment for him fucking taking a chicken wing and eating it off the plate. White ain't always goddamn right. I thought dating I didn't think that dating white was gonna get me right and make me be right in a dating life, but I never expected the white privilege of an entitled white man to be taking a chicken. Why would you? This man literally took a chicken wing off somebody else's plate, ate it, and didn't see anything wrong with it. And then they was like, we about to kick you out the club. And he was like, kick me out. What type of shit is that? Do you know? That's why I'm done. I just had to catch y'all up on all them. That was a lot of story times in one about the German, because so much shit has been happening. And I was like, it's hard to tell y'all while I'm in it, but it's easier to say this shit out loud, because a part of you don't want to give up on your. Sometimes a part of you don't want to give up on the bag, and you just, you know what, whatever terms and conditions come with the bag, but you're willing to compromise on some shit here and there. You're willing to do this here and there, but then after a while, it just becomes so annoying. You're like, man, fuck this. That's why it's always best to have fuck you money. You always gotta have fuck you money, because if you don't have no fuck you money, it's gonna be hard to say fuck you to a nigga when you need their money. But when you got fuck you money, you're like, man, fuck you and fuck the money. I gotta go. Because popping up at my house unannounced when I told you to stop popping up at my house, and then you get an attitude when I check you, and then try to reverse psychology and play the victim because I told you to stop popping up at my house. Talking about, I just want to see you. I just want to spend time with you. I don't care. Stop popping up at my house. Stop saying that shit. You suck. That shit is not cool. Stop. I'm not here. There's so many things that I can say, but I'm just spitting facts to you all in regards of what happened, what has happened, what played out, which way it went, and like what the fuck has been going on with me, and why I haven't been posting on YouTube, because he watched everything I post, and then he would get under my YouTube videos. He would go into all my videos and all of my social media platforms, and anybody that he sees commenting anything, he start asking me who y'all are. I don't know who these random people on the internet are leaving comments under my videos asking me about the shit that I posted. Who gives a fuck? It's the internet. People can commentate and do as they please on the internet. Why are you asking me about motherfucking JoJo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I know who that user really is. You're a fucking idiot. I can't do no Pisces, dog. I can't do no Pisces. Pisces are, if you ever find your Pisces are one of the biggest tricks I ever had in my motherfucking life, but the annoyingest person I ever met in my life also. The most annoying. Yes, I stayed for the money. Yes, it was good while it lasted. Yes, he was a good experience and a good time while he lasted. But getting on my motherfucking nerves every day, blowing me up every motherfucking day, that's why you block from my phone now. I know you'll see this YouTube video and I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't give a fuck. I've made so many YouTube videos in the past where I've uploaded them and then put them back because I was like, how's that going to make me look? How is it going to be to my channel brand? How is it going to be for this? How is it going to be for that? No, it was due. It was due for me to come give y'all an uncut story time on what the fuck I be going through and what the fuck I be experiencing. Because what? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is Yante? What the hell is Braun? What the hell is Cyrus? What the hell is Yante? Like, what the hell? Getting high.